You ever notice when you get rice Roni? I'm using the chicken. All that rice, all that rice is just little bits and pieces, little crumbs. Mostly, not all of it. Okay, I misspoke. Most of the rice in rice Roni. Look what it leaves in the spoon. That is rice bits. They use the cheapest that they can, of course, and anybody would, I guess. So they use the cheapest. You brown your rice or your vermicelli, it says. I'm following the instructions and showing you. I've cooked it many times before. I love it, actually, so I shouldn't be talking it down that much. But I just had to mention the tiny little, a lot of the just bits and pieces of rice, not actual. Look at the broken rice everywhere, and the whole rice. Of course, they don't use great quality rice. You can tell that too. But they use just, I guess they buy all the crumbs that come off of like the good rice from another factory. But we have browned our vermicelli and rice. We've browned it in 2.5 spoonfuls of butter. And we're ready to throw our water in there and our sauce mix. So I'm moving the phone back a little bit. Okay. We throw in the water. It calls for 2.5 cups. So right there is actually 2 cups. And we throw in the spice mix. And what we do, oops. What we do is we're gonna mix it, bring it to a boil. That's so good. And then we're gonna reduce the heat and let it simmer. Oh my goodness. These flavors remind me of when we were kids. Me and my brothers would go into the First State Bank of Uvalde, owned by, who the heck was it? Dolph Briscoe, richest man in the area, richest man in Uvalde County. And they would have these hot water soups there. And we always went in there, and what you do is you get some hot water and you get some powder mix, and you make yourself a little cup of soup. We were kids, man, and most times we were hungry, so we'd go in there and we'd make us a little cup of soup before they run us out. And we'd all walk out with our little cup of soups, laughing and grinning at the world, ready to take it on again. But anyway, so we're making the rice Roni, chicken flavored. It's the rice, vermicelli, chicken broth, and herbs. Anyway, we brought this to a boil. We're gonna reduce the heat, because you reduce the heat so that the water soaks in to your rice and vermicelli. Vermicelli, for those of you that might not be all in the game, is Fideo. So over here in another pan, I'm making Fideo with Carnita. This is Fideo with Carnita. This is ground beef, bell peppers, onions, garlic, vermicelli from another pack. So I know I shouldn't be getting 2 dishes with pasta in them, but I couldn't help it. This is the vermicelli that I'm using over here, Fideo. It's made from 100% durum wheat, trigo durum, 100%. So my Fideo with Carnita, that meat had a lot of grease in it, so I'm going to drain some of that here in a minute. But anyway, so now we have our vermicelli, our rice Roni. And we continue with the rice Roni. Look how pretty it is in there. And look at our Carnita with Fideo. I actually took several paper towels and I dabbed them. I moved them around to soak up the grease. So it is looking very nice, very pretty. Look at that. Guys, we're about to shut off the rice-a-roni. Look how pretty that is. Listen. You hear that? That's the last of the water cooking off. So I don't want any water in it. It looks like a great consistency. Look at that. It falls apart in there. It's not sticky. It's not nothing. I'm still letting it cook off that water. But, you know what? It's delicious. Delicious. So there you go, guys. Rice-a-roni and carnita con fideo. I hope you all enjoyed this. God bless you all.